Yes. Hello, hello everyone, and welcome back to our course on research methodology, master thesis writing. Today, as I promised you, we will continue with module 2, because you know that last week what we did was module 1 entitled Introduction to Academic Research. That is what we did last week. Today we are diving into module 2, which focuses on critical phase on your thesis process. The topic of today, the title of this module is Topic Selection and Problem Statement. Excuse me. So let's go step by step through this module. Let's go step by step through this module, breaking it down into 4 main sections. In section 1, we have how to choose a relevant and feasible topic. Here, that is what we will do here in this section 1. Here, in this first section, we explore the key step for selecting a research topic that is both meaningful and achievable. So there we have 4 major elements: A, B, C, and D. In A, we have start from personal interest. Choose a topic that genuinely interests you. Motivation is essential for completing a thesis. Don't ever forget that, please. In B, we have identify a general area. Here, define a broad field or discipline where your interests are located, such as logistic education or digital transformation. In C, you have review existing literature review. When we are talking about literature review, the meaning is to explore what has already been published, to understand the current state or the current state of research, and identify knowledge gaps. It's very important. You cannot do any type of, you cannot write a thesis without literature review. It's impossible. So in D, we have access resource availability. Make sure you have access to the data, time, tool, and supervision need to complete your research. It's very important. After that, we go immediately in section 2. The title in section 2 is Topic Selection Criteria. Here, we also subdivide this section in also 4 elements. Yes, 4 sub elements. Here we examine what make a topic academically valid and personally meaningful, because you cannot just choose a thesis and write it anyhow. You need to be sure that your thesis will be valid. So to be valid, you have these 4 elements: originality, feasibility, scientific relevance, and personal or professional relevance. When I'm talking about originality, your topic should bring something new or offer a fresh perspective to existing research. B, feasibility. Ensure that the topic is manageable within your timeline, budget, and resource constraint. When I'm talking about your budget, don't choose a subject that will be very I don't know how to say it, very, very expensive to you. So you need to ensure that the topic is manageable within your timeline. In C, you have scientific relevance. The topic must contribute to academic knowledge or address a real problem in your field. It means that if after your given thesis, if we don't have any contribution in academic knowledge, we will just reject your master. So make sure that the topic must contribute to academic knowledge or address a real problem in your field. In G, you have personal or professional relevance. You need to have a professional relevance because a good topic should align with your career goals or address an issue that matters to you. So you need to be sure about that. In section 3, entitled Formulating the Problem Statement, this section helps you to articulate the core issue your research aims to solve. We also build it, I also did it by three element definition. The definition is what am I calling problem statement? The problem statement is clear, concise description of the issue your research address. Then you need to, in B, you will have construction step. Learn how to move from a general concern to a specific or a precise researchable problem. State, you need to do it step by step. Then you have example. A sample is provided to illustrate how a real problem statement is formulated in practice. That is what you will have there. Then finally we have section 4 entitled Defining Research Objective. Once the problem is defined, you must set clear goals for your study. There you have general objective and specific objective. In French, we call it objectif général et objectif spécifique. That is, but I'm cheating in English. So in case you will have a French document, don't forget that we also have that. We have objectif général, objectif spécifique. It's the same thing here. When we are talking about general objective, this is the overall aims or purpose of your research, what you hope to achieve in both terms. Then specific objective, these are the concrete step or question you will investigate to fulfill your general objective. So specific objective, just like to complete general objective. Let me repeat it again. Specific objective, these are the concrete step or question you will investigate to fulfill your general objective. This is what you need to have in this module. So my dear student, while waiting next week, as I said, next week we will continue with module 3. But thank you so much for your kind attention and for staying with me until the end of this module. I truly appreciate your time and interest in this learning journey. I know that I know that my English is not perfect yet, but I promise to keep improving in the next session. What matters most is that the concept help you move forward with your thesis work. I look forward to seeing you next week as we continue with module 3, as I already said, which will focus on a very important step, the literature review. Until then, stay motivated and keep working on your research idea. See you soon and take care. Thank you.